Mitchell Proner is a lawyer, motorcycle rider, and advocate for bikers' rights. We traveled out to visit with the members of Long Island ABATE, a motorcycle rights group, for a conversation with their president, Jim Barr.
I'm here with Jim Barr from ABATE of Long Island. ABATE is the largest motorcycle rights organization in New York State, and Long Island is the largest chapter. Jim, what does ABATE stand for?
ABATE is American Bikers Aimed Toward Education.
And what does ABATE do?
Well, we're the voice of the motorcycle community. We're the ones who try to speak up for the motorcyclist. We lobby the local politicians, state politicians. We try to enact laws that are more favorable to motorcyclists. We try to repeal laws that we feel are discriminatory. So we try to speak to all organizations or entities that we could improve motorcycling.
I know you're working tirelessly on behalf of motorcyclist rights, but a lot of times you get involved in activities that help the community at large, just as motorcyclists are good citizens. What have you been up to this past year?
When we had the Superstorm Sandy came through, and it was devastation all along the South Shore of Long Island. The Marshall Tucker Band, who works very closely with Long Island ABATE, they do PSAs for us and stuff like that. They contacted us from South Carolina and said that we heard that there was lots of devastation going on. What does the community up there need? They immediately held a concert in South Carolina. They put out a public service announcement asking the residents to please donate supplies and materials and clothing. And they filled up 2 trucks, and they were up here the following weekend. It supplied resources to the whole South Shore.
Now, you mentioned they had done in the past PSAs on behalf of ABATE of Long Island. What is a PSA, and what type of message did they help you to get out?
Doug Gray, the lead singer, he's a supporter of Long Island ABATE and asked all motorists to please keep their eyes open for motorcycles.
And this radio message was brought out to the public at large, telling drivers of cars out there to look out for motorcyclists because we're sometimes most vulnerable on the road?
Correct. You know, we need people to learn to look for us. Through education and training, we have learned that psychologically or mentally, people don't actually see the motorcycle sometimes. They're looking for something their size or larger, so we're trying to teach motorists to actually look for a motorcycle.
Are you getting word out to the kids at the schools?
Can't tell you how good that feels. We have 2 members. They've been to 6 high schools so far now. They just gave a 40-minute presentation to 200 students, which are 17-year-olds that are just getting their licenses, just about to start learning to drive, and they're going into these high schools and teaching the young drivers to start watching for motorcycles. Right before they even get any bad habits, they're being taught, watch for motorcycles.
That's great. That's keeping us all safe on the road.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. That's what we do.
Now, if people want to be more informed and want to get involved in ABATE of Long Island or ABATE in general, do you have a website that they can find you on?
Long Island ABATE, ABATE.org.
Could they give you a call?
Oh, absolutely. We have a hotline that we man 24 hours a day. It's 1-888-LI-ABATE. That's 888-LI-ABATE. We'll gladly answer anybody's calls. We have the website. They can sign up. They just call us up. We'll bring them an application. We need people. If anybody rides a motorcycle, they have to join a motorcycle rights organization. If any organization out there, if they're all individuals, they don't receive any attention. They don't receive any protection. They don't receive any benefit of doubt from any agencies, law enforcement agencies or elected officials. We need their membership. We need to have clout behind us when we go and lobby on the motorcyclist's behalf. I want to represent 1,000 members on Long Island. Currently, we have 600 active members and 300 provisional members. So our goal is to try to make those provisional members active and get another 100. So we need 1,000 people so that when we go into a congressman's office and say that Long Island ABATE is here and this is what we want you to understand, we want them to listen. And the only way we can do that is with a strong membership.
When you go to Washington, will you tell our elected officials that we're concerned about motorcycle-only checkpoints and we're against them and we want them to support legislation prohibiting those checkpoints?
Absolutely. We're seeking to stop the federal funding that NHTSA is supplying to the states that fund the motorcycle-only checkpoints
And
throughout,
NHTSA would be
throughout the states.
NHTSA would be the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Yes.
Which is a part of the DOT, the Department of Transportation. And they're the ones that are providing the funding for these motorcycle-only checkpoints throughout the United States, as a matter of fact. And we are out there trying to stop these discriminatory actions and any actions that make motorcycling less pleasurable in New York State. And through good people like you, we can get the job done. So I thank you for all your efforts and the efforts of your membership. And I urge everybody out there, if you have the opportunity, to get more involved in protecting the rights of motorcyclists, because it's all of us out there. It's our brothers and sisters looking out for each other. And it's good people like Jim that are leading the way. So I thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Mitch.